Hello guys, this is Vysh. So today is the day 5 of the revision quiz which we are doing for 2022 batch. Other batches also 2023-24. You people also can watch this because you will come to know what is the type of questions which will come in UPSC and what is the quality of test which we provide to our students at Vysh IAS. So this will go on for 50 days. So 25 MCQs each means 1250 MCQs. We started with June current affairs and now today we'll be doing October 2021 current affair, and all these are part of our paid packages. So if you see pack number 13, 12 test of current affair 2021 June to May, from this only I started now. So the June, July, August and September is done. Today we'll do October. So if you want the full pack where 100 MCQs are there in each test, that is total of 1200 MCQs with the detailed explanation, and extra 100 pages of notes are there in each magazine. Okay. So this, if you want, you can get this by WhatsApping us at this number. Okay. And if you want to see 3 sample PDF of this one, you can email it this vyshupsc@gmail.com and 3 full sample I'll give you. Okay. Then you will understand that you will want it more because everything is designed for UPSC and there is no unwanted MCQs or notes inside that. And similar like that, different subjects will be taken up in the coming days. Okay, so go through this and at the end of this video, I'll again explain this. So coming to your score, people, there are good participants in the last few days, so keep it going. And if you are new to this channel, please subscribe the channel, and also this particular video, just hit like now itself, okay, because we need your likes, comment, subscription. Only then we can keep this free content alive. Okay, we are not asking for any monetary benefits now. Only free videos will be provided. For that, we need your likes, comments, and subscription. So please do that. Okay, so it will be kind of a give and take relation between us. So if you give these things, we'll keep giving free videos. So first MCQ for today. Which of the following are true about Digi Saksham program? It is a joint initiative of Google India and Ministry of Electronics and Communication. Under this initiative, free of cost training will be provided to youth in digital skills, including basic skills and advanced computing. It is an extension of the government's ongoing programs of supporting youth from rural and semi-urban areas. So 3-statement type question. Always there will be something which you can eliminate. So here the answer is 2, 3 only, because it's not Google India and Ministry of Electronics. It is Ministry of Labor. That if you had known, you could have eliminated that along with Microsoft India. It was launched on September 30. That is why it is asked in October current affairs. And the remaining 2 statements are the description of that, and that is true. Okay, so full detailing, whatever is needed for your exam, that is mentioned here. More than this, no need to read anything about the scheme. This is more than sufficient for your prelims as well as mains. Okay, this much only you have to study. So it comprises of what kind of learning and mode, virtual mode, all these things are mentioned here. Question number 2. Which of the following are true about Nata Sankirtana? Okay. It is one of the most important traditional dance form in Kerala. It is a hymn of Lord Krishna that synthesizes several indigenous rhythms. It has been recognized by UNESCO. So similar kind of question came 2-3 years back in UPSC. So 2 only, 1 3 only, 2 3 only, 1 2 3. So again, basics of all the UNESCO recognized dance forms and anything which UNESCO recognized. Okay, whether it's a biosphere reserve or it's a dance form or it's any intangible thing, you have to know the list. Okay, complete list you have to know. Vysh students will get a table format revision chart for all that, so you can easily by heart just before the prelims. And here it's not Kerala, it is Manipur. So 1 you can eliminate. So 2 is automatically getting correct, and 3 is the fact you had to know that it is recognized by UNESCO. Okay, so UNESCO, what are all the dance forms and all the cultural things, you have to by heart the list. State Nutrition Profile Report is prepared by whom? Niti Aayog in association with these bodies, FSSAI in association with these bodies, or FSSAI in association with different set of bodies, UNICEF and all these things, or Niti Aayog in association with these bodies. So this kind of permutation combination kind of way is how UPSC frames question. You will see a lot of such things in the upcoming prelims also and in CSAT paper also. So you have to know the correct combination. Okay, State Nutrition Profile Report is prepared by. So it is Niti Aayog in association with UNICEF, IFPRI and IIPS. Okay, the population study thing and the food research body. Okay, so this what is it inside this and all, it's not very important. But Niti Aayog along with UNICEF is who prepare it. Okay. And again, the little bit details about those bodies. That IFPRI was founded in 1967 and it is in Washington. So basic things are there. So that alone you can make a note of it. Other than that, other things are not important. Okay, so it was released on October 1, 2021 in 19 states and UTs. They received their nutrition profiles. profiles. So that is why this is asked. Question number 4. Industrial security agreement seen in news is related to India and which country or which group? G20, Japan, USA, European Union. Industrial security agreement. So yesterday we saw many things where India, USA was there, India, Australia was there. So please make a note of all these things. If you are anyway enrolled, you will get the PDFs. Else you have to make a note of these things, because these are the things which will be useful in future also. Not only this exam, maybe next year prelims also they can ask this. So USA, with all the countries, they majorly signed 4-5 major agreements. Okay, like LEMO is there, this GSOMIA is there, then communication related one is there. Okay, so they have 3-4 things, and India has almost signed everything with them. Okay, recently the last one also, BECA, I think India has signed. So India has signed around 4-5 things with the USA. So this is also one thing under this GSOMIA. Okay, so 2+2 dialogue was there between India and USA. So 2+2 means the foreign minister and defense minister of both sides will come together and talk. So there they discussed about allowing sharing of classified information, okay, between the companies of private sector of India and private sector of USA, the classified information sharing and all. So that comes under this industrial security agreement. Okay, so remaining detailing, like when it was signed, why it was signed and all, you can go through this. But India has signed almost every agreement with the USA, the major agreements which USA signs with every country, that India has signed. Okay. So good thing about India is maintaining relation with everyone equally. With USA also it's signing all these things. With Russia also it is signing all these things, doing all the trade. With European Union it's doing all the trade. Individual countries it's doing all the trade. So India is the only country I think in the world who is maintaining that relationship with everyone. Okay, only with China maybe we are a little bit distant, but in China also we have a lot and more like export and import going on. Now this Raktamitstis, okay. So however you pronounce this scientific name kind of thing is seen in news is related to what? Aerial species, marsupials, burrowing animals, or aquatic species. So a recent discovery was there in India. So that species is named something like this. So what kind of species it is? A flying one, or a marsupial one, or a burrowing one, or aquatic one? So it's actually an eel species, which is again a water aquatic species. So this in Western Ghats and Northeast India and all, there are many species. Now in the Northwestern Ghats or Maharashtra area, they have discovered some blind or freshwater eel. Okay, the Zoological Survey of India has discovered it. So that is the reason this is in news, and the name is given something like this. If you see Raktamitstis mumba, okay. So this because of the factual thing you have to know. Okay, in GK today, this GK related all the books. Okay, whichever GK related pages or books you take, even the India yearbook, all these places this will be mentioned. Okay, any Google simply like GK, if this thing you will get this. Sacred portal seen in news related to Ministry of. So it's a portal, and you have to identify the ministry: cultural, tourism, social justice and empowerment, housing and urban affairs. So it is social justice and empowerment. Okay, so you should know that the social justice and empowerment is the one who deals with all the senior citizens, old age people, that kind of all the schemes will be done by them. Okay, so sacred full form also is Senior Able Citizens for Re-employment in Dignity. Okay, so this was launched on October 1, 2021. That is the reason it is asked in this particular month's magazine. So in that, what all covers, like what age group, what is the money given, this kind of detailing UPSC usually don't ask in prelims, but still you can have a go through of all these things. Now, Rashtriya Kamdenu Ayog is an agency working under the Department of Animal Husbandry and Dairying. The Rashtriya Gokul mission was started by the government with the aim of developing and conserving indigenous bovine breeds without any genetic upgradation of bovine population. So two statement type question, it becomes difficult because you have to know both of them. Elimination things and all won't work here. So Rashtriya Kamdenu Ayog, the first statement is pretty much easy and direct, so that is true. But second one is not true because it involves, the first part is correct. Okay, the conserving indigenous bovine breeds is correct, but without any genetic upgradation is wrong because it involves genetic upgradation also. Okay, making new breeds, that is also there. So answer, the second statement cannot be there in the answer. Okay, so here Kamdenu Deepavali 2021 campaign was launched by the cabinet minister of this thing, former cabinet minister and former chairman of this body. So that is why this was in news. So again, Kamdenu means all the cow related, whatever thing is there, it will be there. Okay, economically, whatever is beneficial from the cow, all those things will be mentioned under here. Which of the following are true about High Ambition Coalition for Nature and People? Okay, so HAC, short form High Ambition Coalition for Nature and People, which are the following are true. It is a group of more than 50 nations. It aims to protect at least 80% of world's land and ocean by 2030. India has joined this coalition in 2021. So it's a current affair which you have to know. And in future it can be asked a static question also. So 1, 2, 3, 2 only, 1, 3 only, none of these. So answer is 1, 3 only. Even though the name is High Ambition, this statement is very like over ambitious. You can tell like 80% of world's land and ocean by 2030 and all you cannot protect. It's actually only 30%. Okay, so logically, if you think, you will understand what is the most extreme statement that you have to eliminate. Okay, and it has more than 50 countries, that is 70 countries. So the first statement is correct, and India has joined in 2021, so that is also correct, and that is the reason you were supposed to know about this. Okay, else there are many coalitions around the world. You don't have to study everything, but India has joined this in 2021, so you have to know. And also this, as I told, 30% by 2030, so it has another name called Global 3030. Okay, 30 into 30. So this also, if you see, it is referring to the same coalition or same program. Okay. It was initiated in January 2021 in Paris at the One Planet Summit. Forward Action Plan on Power was signed recently between India and who? So same like with India and USA, India and Australia we saw. Now this one, if you see, Australia, South Korea, Japan, UK. Forward Action Plan on Power, India has signed with whom? So answer is UK. So India, UK, climate related, many things are happening since many years now. Okay, so we have this, if you see, third India UK Energy for Growth Partnership ministerial dialogue is happening. So in this only this forward action plan was discussed, and then there is something called, they are trying to make set up a World Bank for green energy. Then also we have the Green Climate Fund, which is a global one for all developing countries. So in that also India and UK is there. Then collaborating with India on green hydrogen. Okay, so all these things, which is like too much in the news, can have a higher chance of coming in the exam. Okay, with UK we have thing, EU, European Union we have something, and Australia, USA also I told you something. So make a note of these names in a tabular format, then it will be easy for you to by heart. Okay. India currently imports 85% of its oil and 53% of its gas demand, which we are trying to reduce. Which are the following are true about right to clean environment? So this has a high potential to come this year in exam. The first statement, UN Human Rights Council recognized right to clean environment in 2021. India was the first country to vote for right to clean environment in the UNHRC. Right to clean environment was first rooted in 1992 Rio Earth Summit. So this kind of things, okay, UPSC has a high chance of picking up and asking 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1 only. So here answer is 1 only, because in 2021 this actually was recognized by UNHRC, but India and a few other countries did not vote actually. Okay, they abstained from the voting. So second statement is wrong, and that you were supposed to know. If you knew that, you could have eliminated A and B. And then third statement you have to see. So this is a factual one. It was not first started or mentioned in 1992. It was mentioned much before that in 1972, Stockholm Declaration. Okay, so this kind of things UPSC always, whenever they give numbers and time and all, it will be almost wrong. Okay, so you have to know that, and you will get the answer as 1 only. Okay, so we see here India, China, Japan and Russia abstained from voting. They did not vote. Okay, but whoever voted and all, 43-0, that was the voting thing, and it was like adopted by UNHRC. So United Nations HRC also, basic information you have to know. Okay, it has 47 members and elected for 3-year thing and on a regional basis. Headquarters is in Geneva. So basic information of UNHRC also you have to study because of this happening which happened. Question number 11. Which of the following are true about Global Multidimensional Poverty Index? It was first launched in 2015. It is released by Oxford Poverty and Human Development Initiative, that is this OPHI, along with World Bank. The 2021 edition examined multidimensional poverty across more than 100 countries. So who all it assesses and who is releasing it, when it started releasing, all the basic information about this index. So I've included a lot of indexes in this particular test because there is a chance of being asked. Okay, UPSC have already asked these things, but we have asked in a little more detailed way. So you study everything. 1, 2, 3, 3 only, 1, 3 only, none of these. So if you see, it is not World Bank with this OPHI, it is UNDP with OPHI who does the Global Multidimensional Poverty Index, and it started in 2010, not 2015. So these are very factual things I know, but we are putting this purposely as wrong so that you study this. Okay, and it uses 3 dimensions and 10 indicators, that is under education, health, and standard of living. There will be this weightage and all that. It's not important, but still you can go through it. Okay, so years of schooling and child enrollment, child nutrition, so child mortality and nutrition. So here 4 indicators. Okay, 3 main dimensions, and here 4, and here 6 will be there. Okay, electricity, drinking water, flooring, sanitation, cooking fuel, and asset. So 1 by 18th weightage each. Okay, so 1 by 6, 1 by 6, 1 by 6, like this. Very basic information about this you have to study. Okay, so it was released for more than 100 countries, that is 109 countries, and the numbers are given here, like how many million people are under poverty, under education, under this thing, which area is in backward area. So that kind of factual things UPSC usually don't ask. For your mains, you can use these points. So in case you are a beginner and confused, like how to start this preparation, you don't know the books, you don't know how to study, you don't know how many hours to study, what books to buy, you don't have the foundation, okay, in short, then you have to WhatsApp us. I'll give you free 20-25 foundational videos. After that only you should even open your NCERT book or even your any basic book. Okay, without that, please don't study anything. Okay, because that way if you study, you have a high chance that you will by heart lot of books, but you will not clear the exam because you don't know how to solve the UPSC questions. Okay, so please WhatsApp us. In case you are a veteran student also and going on failing prelims, then also you lack foundation. So please WhatsApp us to get those foundation videos for free. Which of the following are true with respect to International Energy Agency, IEA? India is an associate member of the agency. Then in 2021, India has signed or inked a strategic partnership agreement with the agency. Okay, so wherever India is member, that international bodies you have to anyway know. So here IEA, you should know that India has been invited to become the full-time member, but it is as of now a associate member. Maybe by the time you give your prelims, maybe things can change, but as of now it's an associate member and it is being invited to be the full-time member. Okay, so this is true, it's an associate member now. And in 2021, India actually inked a strategic partnership agreement with the agency. Okay, so this also detailed question has come by UPSC already related to nuclear and all these things. Like IEA, there are 2 other bodies also. Okay, IEA is one, then IAEA is there, Atomic Energy also is there, Energy Agency, and Renewable also is there, in International Renewable Energy Agency. Okay, so IEA, IAEA, IREA, all 3 has different headquarters, all are having different member countries. So you should go and see like whether India is member of all these things. This is how you study. Okay, similar things, group it together and study, then you will never forget. So this kalakurichi wood carvings have received the GI tag recently from which state? Himachal Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Meghalaya. So GI tag is also one very favorite topic of UPSC. Maybe they won't mention the word directly, but they'll give match the following questions with this on one side and right side they'll give something. Okay, so you are expected to learn or by heart the states from which different things get GI tag. Not the entire list because there are hundreds of products, but at least which gets recently and is in the news or is controversial for some reason. So this is actually Tamil Nadu. So this kalakurichi wood carving and this Karapur Kalamkari paintings, both in Tamil Nadu, have got this recognition recently. So alone, if you tell Kalamkari, it is from a different state. Try to find out from which state it is. But this Karapur Kalamkari and kalakurichi wood carving is from Tamil Nadu. Okay, so basic details, whatever you need to know about that product, that's also given. Which actually, again, as I told you, UPSC won't ask, but for your information's sake, I'm giving you basic general knowledge. Okay. Which of the following are true about Power Finance Corporation, PFC? It is India's largest NBFC as well as largest infrastructure finance company. It was incorporated in the British Indian days. It works under the jurisdiction of the Union Power Ministry. It is a Maharatna company in India. So what is Maharatna, Mini Ratna, all these things you have to know, only then you can solve this. There are only 10 it was there and now 1 or 2 are being added this year. So Power Ministry, maybe this you will know that it is true. That statement 3 is true, but that alone is not enough to solve the question because 3 is there almost in 3 options. Okay. Here also 3 is there, here also 3 is there. So maybe this you can eliminate because you need 3, Power Ministry. Now you have to know the timeline, whether in British Indian days it was there or not. Okay. If that you know, you could have solved the question. Okay. 2 you could have eliminated everywhere because it is a post-independence body. In 1986 we formed. It is under Power Ministry and this is all its revenue and all those things. It is India's largest NBFC, non-banking financial company, and the largest infrastructure finance company. And Maharatna status was given recently. That is why we put this question. Okay, so Maharatna companies, you should know there are 8 to 10 companies like ONGC, Steel Authority of India, BHCL, Indian Oil. Like that, we have around 10. Now this has become the 11th one. Okay, and more gets added. So Maharatna company, Miniratna company, Navratna company. These are all different statuses given based on their last year's revenue and profit and all these things. Okay, so that criteria also for Vysh students will give you questions and table format also. Okay, in my economics series it will be there. So Velyat is an annual air defense drill related to which country? So this is not an Indian one, but it was in news because of a certain reason. So you have to know whether it's Brazil or Pakistan or Iran or South Africa. Velyat is an annual air defense drill related to which country? It is Iran. So Iran, you know, they have multiple sanctions based on the nuclear things and all. In 2015 onwards, this Iran's Accord and all is there, and they have reduced their limit of uranium and all these things also because of the sanctions. But later, when Trump came, they withdrew from all these things because, you know, USA under Trump was only having one policy, that is America first, make America great again. So he did not want any involvement anywhere. Okay, he was not pushing money anywhere. He was not concerned about anything. He was withdrawing from almost everything. Okay, so like that, this also was there. So Middle East and everywhere problems came. Everyone were attacking each other. So Iran also thought of showing off their strength of air force and all these things. So that is why this was done. Okay, so in middle of all these crises, when this happened in October, this became controversial. Okay, in the border with Azerbaijan, there they were conducting this, and that is why this is a problem. Okay, Azerbaijan and Israel is also having a lot of friendship ties and all now. So they already having different wars with different countries, Armenia and all. Now when Iran is going and showing off this can provoke for newer wars. Okay, so that is why this was in news. Which of the following are true about Henley Passport Index 2021? In this COVID time, this becomes important because all the flights were shut down and all these things. So the passport things can be asked. So it is released by International Civil Aviation Organization. India's rank has improved in 2021 compared to 2020. Switzerland has ranked number 1 consistently for last 7 years. So basic things, if you knew, only then you can solve this question. So asking for true statement. And none of them is true because it is not International Civil Aviation Organization. It is a London-based Henley and Partners, another body, okay, firm, a private firm kind of thing. So it covers 199 passports and 227 destinations. India has declined or dropped by 6 places as compared to 2020. So second is also wrong. And last one is also wrong because it's not Switzerland. It is Japan who has been consistently for the last 3 years having rank 1. Okay, so rankings are decided by analyzing the data provided by International Air Transport Association, okay, IATA. So this kind of bodies, what is IATA, what is this International Civil Aviation Organization, these are also another important things which you have to study, which in my international bodies test series, in that PDF it will be there in detail. Okay, so compared to 84th rank, India came in 90th rank. Indian passport holders are allowed to travel 58 countries visa free as of now. So Japan secured top position for the 3rd year in a row. Which of the following are true about Renewable Energy Country Attractiveness Index? Okay. India ranks among top 3 nations in the latest editions. It is released by International Energy Agency. So again, lot of indexes are there, as I told. So you cannot by heart everything together in one go. That is why monthly magazine you have to study in a systematic way. So you will start gaining more and more knowledge. So answer is 1 only because it is released by this Ernst & Young EY group, and India is ranked at 3rd position. So it is among top 3 ranks in the latest edition. Okay, so it ranks not many nations, only world's top 40 nations with respect to attractiveness of their opportunities and all these renewable energy things. In that ranking is done. So India is ranked in 5th, 6th position in some power purchase agreement markets. Okay, so that kind of internal things is not important for you, but overall India is in 3rd position, and it is by this Ernst & Young group that this Renewable Energy Country Attractiveness Index is released. Okay. Which of the following are true about Global Hunger Index? This you would have seen multiple times because every year, every coaching institute teaches you this because UPSC have asked this in detail. Okay, what are the factors based on which this index is formed? UPSC has already asked, so you would have already studied it. So it is prepared jointly by UNFAO and this ICRISAT. Then GHI score of India, Global Hunger Index score of India, decreased in 2021 compared to 2020. India has improved with respect to indicators like under 5 mortality rate. Okay. So why this much detailed question? Because UPSC themselves has asked a detailed question on this particular index. Okay. So if they are asking it again, they will go one step ahead only. They will not ask it in a simple way. So basic thing you have to know, like who releases it. That is at least expected from you. Okay. So earlier FAO and all these bodies were involved, but now it is like fully done by different international NGOs. So one is wrong. Okay. When one is wrong, you can eliminate this and this. That means two automatically becomes correct. Okay. India decreased. Okay. GHI score of India has decreased. So answer is also 2 and 3 because India has made improvement in this under 5 mortality. So if you see this Irish agency, this concern worldwide, and then one German. So German and Irish, two organizations are releasing the global hunger index as of now. Okay, earlier it was not like this. Earlier it was when UPSC asked a question, that time it was different bodies. So go and find out which one it is. And here the indicators also will be mentioned. Undernourishment, this is what UPSC asked. Undernourishment, child wasting, child stunting, and child mortality. Okay, UPSC gave all these things the option and asked, answer that time was 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so all these things are there. What is stunting, what is mortality, that can all go through this bracket, whatever is given. Okay, so here 18 countries such as China, Brazil, Kuwait shared the top rank. They got the GHI score of less than 5. And 2021 edition, India has been placed behind its neighbors. Okay, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and Nepal. India is placed behind its neighbors. So this kind of things also UPSC sometimes asked to trouble you. Okay, this is all 2021 edition. So each year this kind of facts will change. Echo Oscars seen in news is related to. So last year UPSC asked awards and sports and all. So we have also started including such questions in the this thing if India is involved. Okay, so Echo Oscars seen in news is related to. So this echo, first you have to know whether it is economy or environment, ecology. Then only you will be able to take a guess on this. So it is saving planet Earth. This is again given to people who have solutions for climate crisis problems and all these things. So an Indian project, okay, has got this, who is recycling agricultural waste and all. So for that they have got this prize, okay, which is the Prince William's inaugural Earthshot prize, which is also called as Echo Oscars. Okay, so this given by the Royal Foundation in London. So only this basic information is needed for you. Okay, it is awarded annually from 2021 to 2030. So 5 winners each year. So this time India has got it. So that is why you have to know this. Question number 20. Cambrian petrol exercise seen in news is related to. So Cambodia, UK, Australia, Russia. So it's a very factual thing, and this one actually has no connection with India. So Cambrian petrol exercise seen in news is related to. So this question is put so that I can show you the map also of the particular country. So you should know UK, and this one, if you see, this is the Ireland and Northern Ireland. And here if you see the places like this, Liverpool, Birmingham, Oxford, Bristol, London, all these things are nearby here. Here the Cambrian mountains is there. Here is where the exercise happens. Here Wales is there. So what is the meaning of Britain? What is the meaning of UK? That kind of basic definitions you have to know. Okay. And here the water bodies also. The Celtic Sea, here Irish Sea, here the North Sea is there. English Channel is here between this England and France. Okay, because you know UK is not in the mainland, it is separated. Okay. And here Edinburgh is there. Here also universities are there. This Glasgow, where the COP26 happened. Okay, so this is Scotland area. Okay, this is Scotland. This is Wales. This is Northern Ireland. This is England. So this together, everything will be the UK area. Okay, United Kingdom. The basic thing it's there. It's annual international military patrolling exercise, Olympics of military patrolling, it is called. First set up more than 40 years ago. And these are the remaining things, like how many participated, who all participated. Okay. So Indian, actually there is a small connection. The Gorkha Rifles of the Indian Army, they have been awarded something. Okay, they have awarded a gold medal in the Cambrian petrol exercise, which was held in the Wales, the UK. Okay, so that is the reason this was picked up and asked. Which of the following are part of the new Quad? Okay, this was in news recently. Quad grouping, you know, already last many years it is there. So a new Quad is formed. So which are the 4 countries which are part of the new Quad? India, Brazil, South Africa, Australia, USA, Israel, Georgia, Belarus, USA, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, and Italy. India, Israel, USA, and UAE. So new Quad is which one? So it is India, Israel, USA, and UAE. Okay, they are ready to build the momentum on create by which already Abraham Accords last year it was in news. So taking it forward, they are building this. Okay, so this is sometimes described as the new Quad. Okay, so what is Abraham Accords and all already in different MCQ I discussed. In future again I will discuss. So their cooperation and all these things, if you see, these are internal information which you may not need. Okay. So this Varshavas or Vasa seed in news relates to Hinduism, Jainism, Buddhism, Zoroastrianism. So every year this word Buddhism and Jainism will be there in your paper in some form. Okay, it can come in any form, but it will be definitely there at least once. So this Varshavas or Vasa, it is there in your R. Sharma textbook also. It is there in your NCERT also, I think. So it's a very easy question. So Abhidhamma Day is there. Prime Minister visited Uttar Pradesh on that day. That is the reason it is asked. So Varshavas means in the rainy season. Okay, 3-month rainy retreat. These monks, Buddhist monks, will be staying in one place in the Vihara. Okay, you should know what is Vihara, what is Chaitya. So in Vihara they will be staying and they'll be praying inside that in the monastery. So this process is called this Varshavas or Vasa. Okay, so it's a very important thing for them on this Abhidhamma Day. So Prime Minister visited this, and that is the reason it is in news. Okay. So if you see, deputy heads are called this Anu Nayakas from all 4 Nikatas or orders. So this kind of things also UPSC will add, like Nikata in medieval history refers to what, or Anu Nayakas in ancient history refers to what. This kind of things also sometimes they pick and ask. Martial Arts Education Prize 2021 seen in news related to UNDP, Interpol, International Olympic Committee, UNESCO. So again, prizes and awards was not of very much importance few years back, but nowadays UPSC is asking, so whatever comes in the news item, we will cover it, especially when Indians get it. So here if you see, it is given by UNESCO. Okay, UNESCO International Center for Martial Arts. And this is again given to some Kung Fu kind of, if you see, Drukpa order of Buddhism. Okay, they have got the award. So that has a connection with Indian Buddhism, if you see. This Kung Fu nuns are an order of Buddhist nuns belonging to this Drupka Kagyu lineage of Indian Buddhism. So because of that, they have got the award. That is why it is being asked to you. Okay. 1000-year-old, even Chinese martial art connection is there. So this is again detailing of that particular martial art. Okay. Now this Pandau Leiden was seen in news. It refers to what? Embroidery work in Gujarat, living root bridge in Meghalaya, Sun Temple in Jammu and Kashmir, crystalline salt caves in Eastern Ghats. All these 4 are actually there in news with different naming. So this question refers to which one of this? So the Sun Temple, Jammu and Kashmir, this again because our minister, I think Piyush Goyal, has visited there, this Sun Temple, when he went there for some inauguration of some water supply scheme in Kashmir. In Kashmir, you know, like large amount of development works are going on after 370 article was revoked. So every time something or the other of Jammu and Kashmir will be in news. So Sun Temple also is a favorite topic of UPSC. 2 times back to back they asked mastery following and history questions. So you have to know. Okay, so this is actually Sun Temple at Martand, which is also called as this Pandau Leiden. Okay, so next time when you see this, you should know it is a Sun Temple built in 8th century and now it is in ruins. Okay. Last question. Central Vigilance Commission CVC did not have statutory status when it was initially set up. Central Bureau of Investigation is exempted from the provisions of Right to Information Act. So this is a static question based on a current affair. Current affair is that they are having a joint conference, CVC and CBI. So you have to know the basic thing. So actually when it was established, it did not have statutory status. Later, because it was found by a resolution. Okay, later the act in 2003 came, CVC Act, and then it got the statutory status. And CBI is exempted from the provisions of Right to Information. That is also true, and it's coming under the jurisdiction of Ministry of Personnel. So this basic thing, okay, which is there in your Lakshmikant textbook also, minimum points I have kept here. Okay. 2 separate chapters are there, which we'll again do in lecture series also. But this basic things, just make a note because a joint conference has happened. So these are the questions. Mark your score and let me see like whether your score is improving or whether you have sincerely participated or not. We are making note of all the people who are participating. So it will benefit you in some way in future. So here again, whichever pack you want. Okay, as I told, pack 13 is what we are discussing, which I recommend serious aspirants giving exam on June 5. You have to get this. Others, you can wait. Okay, the future batches and all, you can wait till the new test series comes. Or the revision charts is from a place where 5-6 questions comes every year. Spectrum is there from which questions comes. Polity questions comes. These are areas from which every year questions are coming from our test series. Okay, here full history pack is there. So if you are serious about this exam, then you can get this. And I'm telling you, it's lifelong valid and it will be helpful for you throughout the preparation journey. Okay, so you will not regret. That is my guarantee. So please subscribe to this channel. Hope you have liked this video also. I'll come with tomorrow's episode of November. Thank you and have a nice day.